Hello students, welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss few questions related to salt analysis. As I told you earlier, this chapter is completely based on practical observation. So, for solving the questions related to salt analysis, you have to clear your concept, you have to do practical classes also in your school, then you can easily solve such kind of questions. So friend, let's start the question answer round. And now my first question is, look at what I'm telling, look at brown ring test. We people know, wait for a moment, brown ring test is used to find out the NO2 minus ion. Clear? This is anion. This is one of the famous, as I discussed during my lecture. Now it's your turn. Tell me what will happen. As we know, brown ring, the protonation take place. As we know, protonated, that this one is acid, this one is acid, and this one is acid. Sometimes you feel, because during my lecture I have told you I have used only dilute H2SO4. I didn't use CS3, CWH and dilute HCl. So you can say C is the correct option. No, these all are acid. So they protonation take place easily. So not only H2SO4 but HCl also be used. CS3CWH can also be used. So in this case, not the C option, the option is D, any one of these. Clear friend? Is it clear to you? Now let's move to the next question. Now what is the next question? Check it out. Fourth group cation are not precipitated by dilute HCl and H2S. Why? As we know, fourth group cation contains Ni2 plus, CO2 plus, Mn2 plus and Zn2 plus. These are four group cation are not precipitated by dilute HCl. As we know, in presence of dilute HCl plus H2S, they form definitely NiS, they form COS, they form MnS, they form ZnS. Clear? But the solubility, why not? The solubility of the sulfide are very high. That is, the solubility product Ksp of the sulfide of the fourth group cation are very high. If the solubility high, then it will not form precipitate. But if I compare group 4 with group 2 like CD2 plus, Cu2 plus, they also form sulfide, CDS, CUS, remember this? But in this case, they are form precipitate, but because in group 2 group 2 cations, they have less Ksp. But if we compare, if we talk about the group 4, they form sulfide, but the solubility product in this case are very high. If the solubility product high, they dissolve, they do not form precipitate. Clear to you? So we people can say, what is the complete explanation? Fourth group cations are not precipitated by dilute HCl and H2S because Ksp of the sulfide of fourth group cations are high, not low. If low, then it can form precipitate. Look at here, also given here, Ksp of sulfide of second group cations are high. That's why I compared the 2 and 4. Why? Because group 2 radicals also form sulfides. Clear friend? So what is the correct option in this case? Sir, it's very simple. For question number 2, B is the correct option. Ksp of the sulfide of the fourth group cation are very high. Now B is the correct option. Now let's move to the next section, next question. Wait for a moment. Now check it out, question number 3. A test tube contains a solution of PbNO3, AgNO3, ZnNO3 whole twice. Which of the following will be precipitated by Na2S? As we all know, when Na2S dissolve in water, it completely dissociate and form 2Na plus and S2 minus, that is the sulfide ion. Yes sir, S2 minus. And when they combine with PbNO3, they easily form PbS, they easily form lead sulfide, AgS, they form ZnS. Clear? In each and every cases the reaction take place. So they form, what I am telling, PbS, they form AgS, and they form ZnS. So what we say, that is, in this case, one more thing we need to balance here. So it will give Ag2S, because Ag has common oxidation state +1 and sulfur has common oxidation state -2. So what will happen in this case? They will form Ag2S. So we people can say which of the following will be precipitated? All are precipitated: PbS, Ag2S, and ZnS. So for this question, again we can say all of this D is the correct option. Clear to you? Again I am repeating, that is, as during my lecture I have told you, this chapter is completely based on practical observation, experimental observation, and we people know in salt analysis what we do. We find the cation and anion. First what we do? First we find the anions. Anions are subclassed as group 1 and group 2. These are just a hypothetical classification, not a experimental that this is the correct one. So for convenience we have separate these radicals. Remember this. And after finding the anions that a salt contain, then we find cations. Cations are categorized, we all know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0. Remember? So in salt analysis what we do, that is to find the anions and the cations. There are various methods, there are various nitroprusside test, brown ring test. Remember this, the iodine starch test also, that is it gives blue color. So such types of reactions are very important. You have to focus on it. Around one or maybe more than one question are frequently asked from this chapter. So you have to focus this chapter, you have to focus on this chapter, otherwise it is not possible to solve such kind of question. Completely practical, completely theory, and you have to memorize such things also. Clear friend? So let's move to the next question, that is the question number 4. Now tell me, this is brick red precipitate is produced. Now it is a simple question, completely memory based question. Brick red precipitate is produced when? Now can you tell me, look at the question what I am telling friend, look at. Now it's your turn, you have to reply. Look at this, brick red PPT, completely theory based question, think on it, revise my notes, then definitely you can solve such kind of questions. Again I am giving you few seconds, think on it. What is given here? So it's very simple. Brick red PPT is produced when we people know AgNO3 when treated with Na2CrO4, then it gives you Ag2CrO4. Don't get confused. This is the flame test. Here the talking about the PPT. So this one is not a correct option. It is slight confusing. So check it out. We know in flame test radical Ca2 flame to the color is brick red, but read the question carefully. Here is given brick red precipitate. Clear to you? What is given here? Think on it friend. That is PPT. Clear? This one is the PPT. So for this question, Ag2CrO4. Again I am repeating. Why I am repeating? Don't get confused. This is one of the best question from my side, IIT JEE 2019. Because these are slight confusing. This is flame test. Flame test Cl2 grip, brick red color. I know you also know, but here read the question. Brick red PPT, that is the reaction take place, and if we choose the second option, as I told during my lecture, it forms Ag2CrO4, and this is, friend, brick red PPT. Clear? During solving a question, sometimes we get excited because we get such type of question which is frequently asked in competitive examination. If you are getting the +4 marks, and definitely it will boost our energy. Clear, friend? So let's move. What I'm telling, check out, B is the correct option. So for question number 4, B is the correct option. Now I'm going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next one. Clear? Now question number 5. This is one of the best question again. Starch iodide test of SO2 gas is based on what will happen. Listen, as we know, starch iodide, there is a blue color formation. Blue color formation, why? Due to the formation of I2. Now which reaction, which nature will produce I2? As we take iodide, that is IO3 minus plus SO2, then definitely it gives you I2. Yes sir, and this gives the blue color. That is our prime concern of the formation of I2. Then I2, how the I2 forms? Check it out. So here the iodine is oxidation state. -2 into 3 is equal to -1. X minus 6 is equal to -1. X is equal to -1 plus 6. X is equal to +5 oxidizing agent. Here the oxidation state of iodine is +5. Yes sir. And the oxidation state of here iodine is 0. There is a decrement in oxidation state during the conversion of IO3 minus to I2. Yes sir. That means to say, we people know, wait for a moment, let me take the colorful chalk. That is, this one is oxidizing agent. Yes sir. If this one is oxidizing agent, then we all know this SO2 act as a Ra. That is, friend, reducing agent. Yes sir. So now tell me, which is the correct option? So the correct option is acidic, reducing. Yeah, that is the B is the correct option, reducing nature. What I told you earlier, that is, during the question answer round, you have to check out each and every situation. You have to focus on the theory, otherwise it is not possible to get the correct answer. Clear? Now friend, let's move to the next question. What will happen? Check it out. Now wait, question number 6. PH3 when passed in aqueous solution of CuSO4, then definitely there is a reaction, and PH3 is the phosphine gas. Then what will happen? Tell me. First of all, proceed the reaction. CuSO4 plus PH3. What will happen? Tell me. Sir, when PH3 pass the aqueous solution of CuSO4, it gives you the reaction proceed Cu3P2 plus H2SO4. Yes sir, you are correct. How the reaction proceed? As I told you, if you do not know the inorganic mechanism also, no problem. Put plus sign on most electropositive atom and minus sign on most electronegative. As we all know, Cu is metal. so it will acquire plus sign. Yes sir. This will acquire minus sign. No sir, no sir, yes sir. This will acquire minus sign and hydrogen will acquire plus sign. Now what will happen? Cu move towards P or P move towards Cu. Now what is the compound form here? As we know, copper is in +2 oxidation state and phosphorus has common oxidation state -3. The product is Cu3P2. Yes sir. Now hydrogen move towards SO4, it gives you H2SO4. Clear? Now read the question, that is blue precipitate, not possible, dark solution Cu3P2, that is the black PPT. Black PPT. So when CuSO4 combined with PS3 phosphine aqueous solution, then it gives the black PPT of Cu3P2. So for this question we know C is the correct option. Yes sir. For this question C is the correct option. Now I am going to rub this part and we will discuss the next section of the next question. Wait for a moment. Now the next one is question number 7. Sulfur dioxide may be recognized by characteristic pungent smell. This one is correct. Ability to turn dichromate. Dichromate paper green, that is Cr2O7 2- plus SO2. Yes. Then it forms Cr3 plus. Yes. And this Cr3 plus we know green in color. Yes sir. So this one is also correct. Ability to turn dichromate paper green. Now ability to decolorize acidified KMNO4. This one is purple color, and what will happen? That is MnO4 minus plus SO2. That is completely based on titration. Clear? Now we have to check out the color. It gives Mn2 plus. That is colorless solution. Definitely this one is also correct. So for this question A, B, C, all options are correct. So we people can say for this question all of the above. That is for question number 7. D is the correct option. Clear to you friend? Now let's move to the next section. Next question. What will happen? Check it out. Question number 8. Of the following oxide, all are soluble in NaOH. Now, how to find? All are soluble. As we all know, what we know, that is ZNO is amphoteric, Al2 is amphoteric, SnO2 is amphoteric. What does it mean? It can react with acid as well as bases. If treated with NaOH, it gives you Na2ZNO2. Clear to you? If it is treated with Al2O3, NaAlO2. If it is treated with Sn2, that is Na2SnO2 or Na3SnO3 or Na2SnO3, all possibilities. Clear to you? But all are soluble in aqueous NaOH, that is ZNO are soluble, Al2O3 soluble, SnO3 or SnO2 also soluble, but Fe2O3 is does not react with NaOH. As we know, if there is a metal oxide are also basic in nature, slight basic. Iron is, that is metal, so base and base does not combine. But in case of ZNO, they are, this one is metal, this one is metal, this one is metal, but we know these are amphoteric oxide, that is the exceptional case. So they can combine with acid, they can react with acid as well as base. Clear? Na2Zn, sometimes we people find Na2Zn O3 also possible. NaOlO2, Na2SnO2, Na2SnO3, Na3SnO4. So which is the correct option? That is question, all are soluble except, that is the Fe2O3. So for question number 8, that is Fe2O3 is the correct option. Yes sir. Now let's move to the next section. What is question number 9? When CH2 layer containing both Br2 and I2 is second with excess of Cl2 water, definitely Br2 and I2, excess of Cl water, the violet color due to I2 disappear. Okay, the violet color definitely for I2 disappear, and orange color due to Br2 disappear. Now read the question carefully. The violet color disappears due to I2 and orange color disappear due to Br2. But according to the question, the disappearance of the violet color, they are talking about the disappearance of the disappearance. Why violet color disappear? That is definitely conversion of I2 take place. Then definitely what will happen? As I told you, IO3 minus formation, general relation, IO3 minus ion. Now where we get IO3 minus? That is HIO3 minus. Remember this disappearance, that is sometimes the reaction move like this, and sometimes if I turn, then reversible movement. So the disappearance of violet color disappear due to IO3, due to the formation of IO3 minus. What I am telling? Due to the that is HIO3. B is the correct option. Clear? Now let's move to the next question. What is the next question? Check it out. What I am telling, friend, that is the question number 10. A salt on treatment with dilute HCl, okay, gives a pungent smelling, then definitely that is as SO2, okay, and a yellow precipitate, okay. The salt gives green flame when tested. The solution gives yellow precipitate with potassium. The salt is, here is given yellow precipitate. NiSO4, definitely when treatment with dilute SO4, NiSO4 plus HCl, it gives definitely NiCl2 or NiCl2. Clear? This is not a yellow PPT. Now if I talk about BaH2O3 when treatment with HCl, definitely it gives you BaCl2. Yes sir, BaCl2 is yellow PPT. Okay, first one is correct, yellow PPT. Yes sir. And the byproduct here is S plus SO2, that is a pungent spelling gas also. And when treatment with yellow PP, it gives when the solution gives yellow PPT with potassium chromate. Yes, so we can say we do not need to check C and D because single option correct, BaH2O3. So for question number 10, B is the correct option. The reaction is BaCl2, yellow PPT, definitely this one is yellow PPT, as pungent smelling gas. So this satisfies this statement. So we people can say for question number 10, B is the correct option. Clear? What I am telling? For question number 10, B is the correct option. Now let's move to the next segment, that is revision. We revise each and every question again, and let's see whether we are correct or not. Now, what was question number 1? Brown ring test is can be performed by any of this acid, that is dilute HCl, CH3COOH and dilute H2SO4. So for question number 1, D is the correct option. Yes sir. For question number 2, fourth group which contain Ni2 plus, CO2 plus, Zn2 plus, Mn2 plus, solubility higher, due to this reason they do not form precipitate. When we compare group 2 radicals like CD, Cu, remember this, Pb, they form PPT, but group 4 radicals do not form PPT because KSP, because of the KSP. That is the B is the correct option. For question number 3, As we all know, Na2S completely dissociate and combine form PbS, AgS, ZnS. So all forms, so all of these. For question number 3, D is the correct option. Now for question number 4, brick red precipitate. As I told you, this is one of the best question. Do not confuse with that. Here the question is brick red PPT. So in both cases there is a brick red color, but PPT we are talking about, that is AgNO3 react with Na2SO4. In this case they form brick red PPT. So B is the correct option. For question number 5, it shows, as I discussed the reaction, as I given you the detailed solution, that is the reducing nature of SO2. As I told you earlier, if you have any confusion regarding to the solution, regarding to the option, you can directly ask to me. I am always here to help you. Now for question number 6, PS3 when passed in aqueous solution of CuSO4, it gives you, as I told you, as I have given the complete solution, that is it forms black PPT of Cu3P2. For question number 6, C is the correct option. And question number 7, sulfur dioxide can be recognized by characteristic pungent smell of burning sulfur, ability to turn dichromate paper green, ability to decolorize acidified KMNO4, all of this. For question number 7, D is the correct option. Now of the following oxide, all are soluble in NaOH. As we know, this one amphoteric, this one is not amphoteric, Fe2O3. Now when CH2 layer, as I told you, what will happen, that is IO3 minus ion, and this is HiO3. Now for question number 10, that is what will happen, which option satisfy the all criteria, BaH2O3. So for question number 10, B is the correct option. I think now you can easily solve the question. One more thing I am going to tell, practice maximum number of question, then definitely you can easily utilize your theory. You can if you practice more maximum number of question, then definitely it will clear your concept and boost your knowledge. So friend, time is calling, time to say bye bye. Thank you so much.